Welcome to Dad's So Hard Garage. I'm over here with Daniel Gagnon, the one they call the Dragon.
Welcome again. Here we are with Aaron, the Meat Man Murphy, my big brother, pretty much the president of this whole operation at Dad's So Hard Garage. This is our first real episode that we're trying to come at you with.
Thank you, Daniel. That was a wonderful intro. One thing we wanted to get started with first was just a little bit of an update.
It is
on the
happy
Meat
hour.
Man.
It is happy hour for us. It's after 4.
Happy
We
hour.
worked hard today. Cheers,
grab a
guys.
beverage.
Sorry
whatever
about
you
that.
prefer.
Don't want to.
Let anybody get dehydrated.
Yeah.
But,
I did drink plenty of water today.
We were going to talk about the updates on Dad's So Hard Racing and some of the happenings in the past year. We had a little get off out in Jordan, Minnesota,
The Meat Man went for a launch. He tried to throw his meat on the floor.
and
So to speak.
sometimes when we have those big jobs, accidents will happen. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm just
We
really
took
excited.
as much water and nutrients the night before to try to make you win that race. And our setup was a little off, I think.
I feel like there's a lot to be said about how athletes prepare their bodies, and all athletes are different. I prefer to go my own way, and
The road less traveled is sometimes the brightest.
yeah, and I feel like I had a good time, and and I think that's what it's really all about. When you're on the road, you're in another state. You don't have a wife. You don't have a child. We didn't bring the boys out this time.
We
but,
have them. We just didn't bring them with. We didn't.
Sometimes you got to stretch your legs out. Get your wiggles out, and
Proving that we can make our own breakfasts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that, but we did get our wiggles out. But as far as injuries go, Kyle Gray and I got tangled up, and I apologize to you, Kyle, if I put any damage on your motorcycle.
That Panther framed beauty.
Whew, it must be rough. Show up to the track every weekend. It seems like a different bike, and a nice bike too. I should say. But no, we got off. Tried to plant that front wheel down, and just kind of slid straight up instead of pitching the bike. And at the end of the day, I just ran out of talent, ran out of racetrack. And Kyle could tell you that these bikes they're dangerous, and they are moving. And I definitely moved into the ground at a certain angle where the collarbone snapped right in half, right down the middle. And we also had a casualty with the pinky. We talk about that on another day.
Yeah, that's a whole other episode.
Another episode.
That's Midnight Shenanigans, Midnight Madness.
Yeah, another
Especially
hospital
throw-
visit.
Yeah.
Karaoke.
Pizza.
Motorcycle
baseball.
related was trauma. This could have been something that could have been healed up, right away, quickly.
Yeah.
But this is all you get it done all at once. It's a one-stop shop there at St. Francis there in Jordan, Minnesota.
Thank you, Sue.
Yep, Sue Rayberger, thank you for the ride in your Volkswagen. It was a beautiful trip.
Big backseat.
A little bumpy there in Minnesota. With how much they tax, their local residents.
Yeah, you would think.
You'd think that they'd be riding on, pure solid gold.
Like small marshmallows with asphalt on top or something.
But no, collarbone's broken. It's been about 2 weeks, and I must say I feel a lot better. I took my sling off just because the mobility in the elbow and just shoulder muscles.
You gotta exercise. You gotta.
Yeah, I feel
You gotta
like
still do therapy.
You ever you wear a cast for so long that when you get it off finally, you feel like
Absolutely.
you have to grease the old hinges up, and I just was like. I'm 35 now. It's the bone that's broke. There's some trauma
Not
on the
the
shoulder.
ego. Just the bone.
Not the ego. I broke my ego the night before at the,
At the pickle
darn
pig.
you, Clancy's and Pickle Pig. Pickle Pig. They had my number that night.
Yeah,
and,
the Black Widow.
Yep. There was a pool game.
Best deal in town if you want to buy doubles and fireball shots. Promise you $150 for a team of 5. Promise you.
Yeah,
Thank you guys who bartended that night. I can't remember the date, but they'll tell you.
Yeah, it was 8/27, 8/20.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Something like that.
Clark's birthday.
Clark, yeah,
Yeah,
Clark's
just Clark's birthday,
Happy
27th.
belated birthday, Clark. We love you.
180 home improvement.
It was one of them things where, you know, you probably would have went racing too, and we're sorry for that, but, you know, nobody parties harder than we do.
We try to bring the game.
We had a good time too, so.
I made Aaron's bed that night, got him all tucked in. He was out howling at the moon way later than we thought he would.
Yeah.
And we found him, and we brought his wandering carcass back in, and he slept it off real nice.
Yeah, got some Z's in the trailer.
Oh, hands down, some of the best sleeping we have is on our own air mattresses in that trailer. Promise you.
It's that it was that cool September or no, it was August, cool August breeze, you know, in that Minnesota.
It did rain.
Minnesota climate. It was a little bit of rain, you know, which you know, gummed up our Saturday plans. But you know, needless to say, I think you could check the local papers that you know, the That's So Hard racing team and surrounding community had a great time.
Absolutely, we donated where we could. You know, we made sure that everybody, you know, got the pleasure of being able to see racers or racing.
You know, Dan, speaking of donating, I want to bring up another thing here. Cheers during the happy hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still during that
we need
hour.
to talk about this.
You know, we have some really wicked sponsors and
so many great people.
A lot of people that have gotten us, you know, just on the track, at the track,
giving us confidence. Even
anything that can keep us, you know, excited about this sport that we have come to love a whole hell of a lot.
It's been huge to see how much this has actually taken a part of us. I didn't think that dirt racing or racing two wheels would actually create something that I thought was a better me. Like, I get to be who I want to be. And I get to be open and proud and happy and excited, and I can say whatever comes to the top of my mind, and everybody still smiles and laughs with me. Those are my clouds. Like, that's my happy world. Those are my rainbows.
One thing I was going to say about that is, you know, now that we are kind of part of the scene, I remember, you know, when we first started ice racing, you know, the first race, the first bike, you know, the first everything, and, you know, getting out there and feeling like, you know, like you would if you were to, like, join a softball team with a bunch of dudes, you know, and you get there and you're trying to show out, you're trying to show your talent, but you're also, you know, not really sure about all the people around you. And, you know, in most adults' experiences, or anybody really racing, you know, people kind of keep to themselves. And that was one thing that always kind of bugged me. Was,
we didn't.
You know, at first that, you know, like, this isn't, you know, the way that
it's
I feel when I get out here.
Yeah.
So, and Dan the Dragon here was probably one of the first ones to, you know, help me get out of my shell at the racetrack, but also, like, just, you know, gave me the confidence, and I gave him the confidence to show up at the track and just be ourselves and, you know, pretty much take over every good vibe that's out there, and try to spread as many as we can around all the people, because
that's what we feel, though. When we come out there, we're feeling you guys. We feel everybody already being excited, and we kind of just need that little bit extra fire too in our life sometimes, and that just awakens the meat man and the dragon.
The spirit.
Yeah, like, we are one with you guys. So,
you know, it's hard to wake up every single day then when I'm trying to be the meat man, and I'm trying to, like, but, you know, at the same time, you know, there's kids out there, you know, and you know, every time I walk into the gas station, and every time I see a little kid, you know, screaming at his mother in the checkout line, you know, because he wants the candy, he wants the chocolate. It's just a little bit of me in there that just shines, because you know, I always get my way, and I just love the attitude that we're bringing to this place, and you know, the reaction that we're getting has totally helped us.
It fuels us.
Spread our wings and be comfortable.
Absolutely.
Trying new things and just learning. You know, That's So Hard. You know, we're all about getting.
We're still learning.
Kids on the track and our kids on the track, but, like, do it in a super efficient manner, to where it's not, you know, an
From right
incredible
here.
feat.
Do it from right here.
100%. You know, like just
Rick-
you know, pack
Rick
the kids up
Bissell
and
that.
roll.
Yeah.
Rick
Bissell that.
effing Bissell, those kids.
Yep.
Rick Bissell used to take these kids cross country in his own vehicle.
Bill Barrett too.
Bill Barrett.
Another
I
one.
mean, there's tons of race dads out there that you know are you know getting.
Taking kids and proving them that they can be better at something. You don't have to be inside your high school sports.
Absolutely.
You can do things that are outside of that: hockey, golf, other things that are racing, you know, circle track, quads, UCITS, whatever.
Whatever it is, it just seems like
Chase
the
it.
racing crew
Chase something.
has the you know they have that
Say you tried.
that try, you know, the try to make somebody feel better, try to, you know, help somebody out, try, you know, your best to be the fastest, and it just, I don't really know anything else, you know, it seems like you go to these sports and it's like you try to put yourself ahead of that one person, and then, you know, the families start getting, you know, entangled, and, you know, that can happen with normal racing and out at these tracks with,
Oh, yeah.
you know, certain individuals that,
It's our loved ones that get as passionate as
Yeah,
us.
we-
When we're out there,
yeah, like
we're,
it's a big
we're already
deal.
out there with them. It's our battle. They're the ones that
100%.
have all the extra emotion. We come back like, oh, hey, this happened. They're like, what? You know, that's how it goes.
you know, I've been to a lot of racetracks, and it, you know, the theme is kind of the same. Is that, you know, people definitely take care of each other,
Oh,
and
no one's going home with an empty tummy. Everybody's gas tank will have gas in it. If your generator ran out, somebody put gas in it, turned it back on, knocked on
Whatever
your
it is.
door. Someone's gonna let you know that something happened. Hey, I found your kid. He skinned his knee. Oh, hey, look, found this kid over here. It's usually mine again. But I mean, we are wanderers. Arlo is a social butterfly.
yeah,
You haven't noticed yet. So.
yep, they do. They like to
He gets it from his mom.
from camper to camper.
Yeah. You got any
Just
candy?
looking, and they are going to be, you know, if I have anything to do about it, some of the best, you know, salesmen, businessmen,
Oof.
they can literally negotiate you out of your t-shirt if you let them.
And your cell phone.
And your cell phone, your dignity, you know, you tell
Your
everyone,
own self-worth.
I'm not gonna let my kid look at my phone, blah blah blah. It's like the second they act up, it's like, no, just take it. I'm talking to my hot rod buddy here, Danny.
Yep.
You go watch the, you know, the Larva City, or the, you know, watch your Minecraft, you know,
Oh,
other people.
yeah.
And that's the other thing, is like watching other people play video games and stuff. I don't get it, but
Yep.
you know, hey,
Speaking of the boys,
it could be something else.
their progress has been amazing.
That's true.
They have been just blowing our minds that now that they can touch the ground, they feel taller on their 50s. They've been just testing our self-patience
and I would say, you know, our anxiety levels.
have risen at the track due to our, even after our own risen, like, oh, I'm gonna chase him, I'm gonna beat the meat man today, I wanna beat
race
Kirk.
each other and all that, but like
gotta beat
watching
that
your
500.
kid go full stick on
Whew.
on a little 50 that, you know, you've touched and tried to, you know, take
Tweak,
a couple
small
little things off here and
changes.
there, you know, nothing
Yeah.
illegal. But at the same time, you know, like you really put a lot of time into this, and with that time comes a lot of thought. And when you're out at the racetrack, even though it's only like a 6
We talk about it all week long.
Yeah, we talk about it and talk about it.
We prep ourselves, say it's my track, I'm gonna win it, I'm gonna get that hole shot, it's my day, I'm out here by myself having fun
Yep.
with my buddies. And next thing you know, you have a great day, you place where you place, and nobody got hurt, and you go home with perfectly dirty machines, you just gotta wash off, put a little more gas in them, but everybody's smiling and having a fire and
Yeah, as
cooking
long
meat, and
As long as you come home in one piece.
most of the time we can
We've been pretty
bolt
lucky.
you back together.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky. We've been pretty lucky, and you know, thank goodness for all the good protection and all the good, you know, good gear that's available these days. We were
We've
just
spent-
watching some '90s. Remember the '90s
Oh,
flat track?
Ricky Graham.
videos, Ricky Graham. You know, all those guys.
Duke Erickson, we saw you in some videos
Yeah,
too.
Duke Erickson.
Down in
Jake Mateo, he was out there.
Down in Daytona.
But you know, the gear has definitely helped.
We've
you know,
spent more money in protective gear
yeah,
than we have on building our bikes, I promise you.
Yeah, a couple.
I
Few of
have.
them. Yep,
I mean,
a few of them.
I'm over Whatever than that. That's for sure. In protective gear.
But no, we
Leathers
wanted
are next.
to. We
Leathers,
wanted
thank you for
to.
sponsorship.
Wanted to reach out to speaking of sponsorship, we wanted
Yeah,
to
gotta
reach
get our
out
sponsors
to
in.
the people that have supported us. First one up would be WPS and Ryan McKee with
Western Power Sports.
Western Power Sports, getting the hookup on parts and apparel and just
All your fluids, all your liquids.
track accessories, canopies and chairs and whatnot.
All
rugs.
across the board, your winter gear, your snowmobile gear, your boots.
So thank you, thank you for doing all that.
Hit us up if you need anything. We can help you out. We can get all that stuff
Absolutely.
within 2 to 3 days. Ryan is the stud.
The more the merrier. We order parts, you order parts. The
Yeah.
more the merrier. It all
Help the
works
community
out.
first.
Next one up would be a gentleman that we just saw. We saw one half of this company.
The brothers twin.
The brothers Sweeney.
The brothers Sweeney.
The boys that I watched grow up from working at the Nissan store where I've been employed for the last 11 years. Thank you, baby. But yeah, Nick and Tim Sweeney have gone off and built their own business, their own little following with Sweeney Sanitation. That's who I use, for the shop. That's what I use for for the house. And I know a lot of people,
They're
in our
east
corner,
and west throughout Sioux Falls. They
will
cover the
drive
entire
everywhere.
town.
And I've seen videos, after I've recommended, Sweeney to some friends of mine. I get Snapchat videos of these guys running, literally running from the truck to the can. I mean, we're talking riding it in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
And still have time to, to look good.
Yeah, you bet.
So, with the support that they've given us, we couldn't do half the cool stuff that we've done. So thank you to them.
The next one we got on board is Aaron's great family friend. It's obviously his aunt. It's Lisa's sister, Amy Malagar with Amy's Cleaning.
Amy's Cleaning, thank you. You've been there, since the beginning, you could say. But, I've recommended her to, a lot of the people that I work with, and everything that we get back is just amazing reviews. She's cleaned my own place,
It's genuine cleaning.
When I
They do
wanted
it the
to
right
give
way.
my wife, some sort of a gift, how many times have you wanted to go out and oh shit,
I'm still mopping the kitchen.
8 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
I gotta wipe out the fine
before,
china
and
again.
What am I gonna do? Hy-Vee's only open for so long, and how many times have I done the same thing?
Hit up Amy's Cleaning. She
Yeah.
can hit you from your full residential all the way to commercial. She's got you.
100%.
Speaking of residential and commercial, SickCoatz out of T, South Dakota with Justice Lund.
Yes.
They will powder coat anything you can find, from sprint car frames. He's been
Railings, you're talking.
Railings.
Motorcycle frames, you're talking. If you wanted to.
Is it made of metal, aluminum?
Yeah.
It can be powder coated. He's got it figured out. He's got a great shop right on Main Street. in T.
if
Protected by our great law enforcement in T. Thank you guys.
right next door, so your stuff is safe. But
there's like a
grandpa's aluminum cane, grandma's steel
A set of wheels on your car.
grandma's steel
Your dirt
shoe
bike
for
wheels.
racing, hot shoe, whatever it is, whatever she needs, Justice can get it powder coated, and he'll do it better than anybody.
Fast.
Promise you that.
Fast. The guy literally picks things up and sets them down and gets stronger every day. You've seen it. I promise you.
That's a good point. He's got a great physique, great
I think
personality.
he's trying to
great
mimic
family.
us. He's trying to look
Yeah.
more like us.
You
he
know,
sees how bulky and strong we are,
he's-
and he's kind of trying to mimic us. I think.
He's lucky I'm hurt because he caught me slipping. When we were out in New Ulm and we had a rain out. We did a little bit of,
Those vans only have so much traction.
we did a little bit of wrestling, and Justice, he put it to me, and it didn't take long, but I shut the throttle down real quick because you could really do some damage.
Speaking of damage, if you have any rental problems in your house, we have innovative renovations here in South Dakota with Seth Herman. This
Seth
guy
Herman.
is really tall, so he can reach all the way to the top closet.
Yep,
I promise you.
He can get the
He's
top.
getting all
the top
those cobwebs
corner,
out
the
wherever
big
he
cereal
fixes
box,
whatever room.
Up in the pantry, all the way down to the crown molding
Base,
you know,
base molding.
or the
yeah.
base molding.
Crowns
You know,
up top.
I'm a city slicker. Dan, you know, he's a woodsman.
This guy knows his way in around a square and a level, and he knows the right materials to put in
Yes.
your home. He's not gonna mess you over. He's just your next dad trying to support his family.
Yep.
And this is his niche.
And he's a young cat that's going to be in the business for a long time. You know,
He's
you won't
not
have to
going
worry about
anywhere.
him not showing up. And,
Check him out. Seth Thurman.
Very competitive prices there over at 605 Innovative Renovations there. We'll have to edit that out.
Speaking of 605 Meats,
Yes, that was the next
our
one.
best friends. Oh, these guys rock. Jessica and Clark Hoyer, you guys have always been just stomach filling, grin killing. Just you guys are just awesome. Your kids are faster than us than we've ever been on the moto. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since since we've actually I think maybe raced them. But I remember when I was on my 250, getting lapped by those kids. You know, it was cool. Getting beat by an 8-year-old. You know, it's
You guys can cook some of the best
Oh yeah.
South Dakota food, South Dakota game, grown here. I love it. You guys are still trying to keep everything processed around here and help everyone.
Yeah.
Check them out, guys. 605 Meats. They are amazing and just wicked awesome food.
Great humans, great human beings. They've helped us out, on multiple occasions, and with those guys, helping out running the ice races, South Dakota Ice Racing Association.
Yep, with
they
Paul and
are-
Micah, Paul
yep.
Bond, Micah Schleeman. Thank you guys.
And who am I thinking of here? I'm Brett Martin. How could I
sorry,
forget?
buddy.
How could I forget? But just all of the help. It's like these guys are super cool with keeping everybody involved.
We're all just trying to race as much as we can every year.
Yep.
We try to race 10, 11, almost 12 months a year with Chad Mellenbrand's help with the concrete challenge.
Yep.
And trying to get the indoor stuff. And then as soon as those gates can open at our tracks, we're trying to get out there and just turn that dirt.
And spread the love.
Yeah,
Spread that dad so hard love.
Yeah, like welcome the sun again. Here comes spring.
So when I first started getting into racing and taking apart bikes and wanted to make certain changes with my bike. Exactly, like when you start taking fenders off and deleting all the stuff and just shoring everything up to make it look like a race bike.
And then comfortable.
Comfortable too,
Shape
and
things.
I'm a smaller guy, Danny.
Yeah, it's a certain height bike. You gotta try to trim shit where you can.
You need to trim stuff. You need to lower your center of gravity in order to control these monster machines.
Huge power machines.
So
Huge
where I
power.
looked, the first time, and they've worked on several of our bikes, is Sioux Falls Auto Trim on Westfall Street.
Oh gosh,
Like,
Darren and Bill. These guys,
Best people.
crafty. Betty Crocker took lessons from Darren and Bill on how to sew stuff.
I don't remember her ever sewing anything.
She was a baker, but there was somebody else that sewed, and it was very simple.
If she did though, she
mean-
probably would sew like a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But at the same
Promise.
time, every time I walk in there, and you notice this thing, like as an adult now, I notice this thing all the time when I walk in somewhere. Am I noticed as a customer, noticed as a man, or noticed as not like that, but where is the help, and how are they helping?
How assertive are they?
And
How
because
genuine are they?
I've been in the service business and customer service and
Absolutely.
sales like half of my life, or actually honestly more. But just the way that you get treated when you walk in somewhere, even if it's the dumbest thing, dumbest question, these guys at Sioux Falls Auto Trim, they will put down what they're doing. They will grab somebody to come up and answer a question. Because they want your business, they believe in your business, and we like to give them our business because they put out a sick product, and their
Lines are straight. They hit our designs every
it
time.
seems like the more and more
I
stuff
can give
that we
them
bring
an idea with my hand. And
Right.
show them 3/4 plus an inch and a quarter plus 3, and they're gonna know exactly what I mean. And,
and then they take it in their own direction, and it's you could trust them. You trust them with
their creativity
with your style.
and their vision. They see what you need.
And
Check out Sioux Falls Auto Trim on West 12th Street. These guys will fix your smallest little tear in your leather seat to a custom repair on your Harley or whatever you need.
Hey, speaking, Danny, of customs and like standing out, making things
Shining,
your own,
being
like
bright,
making modifications and different looks to your motor vehicle, whatever the hell it happens to be.
It could be your business. It could be business logos.
Your business logos, if you catch that, number plates, all kinds of things. Graphics for dirt bikes, and that doesn't just mean motocross bikes. That means flat track bikes. That means
quads,
stickers for your vehicle or your trailer, whatever the hell you want to
stickers. Handing them out to your friends, handing them out to your sponsors, to let them know that, like, hey, here you go. Here's my little helmet. It's got my number on it.
Mason Burke at Fastidious Designs, man.
Another great dad, so hard.
Another super dad, young cat. Yeah, cheers. Ooh, that one hurt a little.
Wrong arm.
Yeah, wrong arm. But I was making all my gestures with this hand, so I kind of, transferred.
With the liquids.
But every time I've seen Mason Burke, I
rips
feel
the motorbike. Rips it.
Yeah, like the dude knows how to, ride anything, it seems, and he's super cool.
Very creative.
When we were on the outside looking in, to just our little community, I remember, hearing his name, seeing his page, his Facebook, and
he's
knowing
on everybody's bikes.
Yeah, like knowing that he did a bunch of
people's
involved. Graphics, and
fast, quick.
Like with the whole thing with racing, like showing up, being a new guy. Like sometimes it's intimidating to like meet these new people and ask them.
I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. I just want to know everyone.
Just ask them to
I want to be
will you
a
take
tool.
my money and will you do something for me cool, too? Because a lot of your other stuff's cool.
It could be like a giant toolbox.
Right.
Everybody's skills together.
So he's totally helped us out with a lot of the banners. Again, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mason.
The banners.
You and your dad rock, man.
The other thing is just all of the stickers that we've been able to pass out to the kids and put on
hundreds.
Certain
establishments throughout our tri-state area.
Bathrooms down the
We're just trying to let everybody know that you always have to dad so hard. If you don't race, if you don't do stuff, you always have to dad so hard.
You're not a racer if you don't get stickers.
Always.
And Mason is the guy to get your stickers from.
Fastidious Designs, you gotta check them out.
100%.
Speaking of more local people.
Yes, local guys.
I really want to shout these two guys out. These two guys have helped us in our little upbringing, and they've also chased us through Facebook and kind of became buddies as well because they had the same idea.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop you. Isn't it weird when we post stuff on Facebook and it makes a big splash, and then you go about your normal life?
And you go try to buy something random?
Yeah, you go in there and, somebody mentions, oh my God, I saw you.
Oh, hey, how was your weekend? Oh, I saw you got first and surgery.
It's the weirdest, most, humbling, weirdest thing, and I really appreciate that people actually, watch and give a shit.
Because I will talk to anyone, I promise you. I'm always in a gosh darn good mood.
We're great dudes, and...
we're talking about those dudes.
Speaking of great dudes, yes.
Jared Stingley and Jason Schmidt, or Justin Schmidt. Jason Schmidt, sorry. I'm sorry, bud. Jason Schmidt at Empire Motorsports. Those guys literally see our fuel and they keep pouring parts on us if we can't get them ourselves in time. For the boys, they completely see where we're going, and they're doing the same thing. They're all about riding two-wheelers, enjoying themselves.
Yeah, and taking care of business.
Take care of everyone.
And
the next guy, the next woman.
They always make me feel super welcome because most of the moto places in town, we build pretty much everything, all of our own stuff. We put it together. We find the bikes. We find the parts.
Make the parts. Ourselves. Call our friends.
You walk into a lot of these dealerships where you a lot of the salespeople. Shoot, you might have worked with them in the past, and it's you're never buying anything from them except for parts and lubricants, stuff like that, and stickers. So we appreciate all you guys.
Seriously, all of you.
We wanted to say thank you because it's it makes us feel cool to walk in somewhere and for somebody to notice.
Competition Cycle, you're another one.
Yeah, Competition
Love coming
Cycle.
seeing you too. You guys have always just chat our ear up too. So I love being able to come in there and spend 15-20 minutes and BS about our first race or last one. And speaking of that, our next race is this weekend here at Renner, South Dakota at Sioux Valley Cycle Club. Cody and Samantha Berry stepped up huge this
Huge.
year.
Absolutely
And had
huge.
put in one heck of a program together. Mike
Great track.
Schliemann, the Kikes, the Nordstroms, they take, so much
A lot of
equipment
people
came out
involved,
this year.
yeah.
They had a buddy came out, I forget his name right off the top of my head. He helped out the week before Sturgis with prepping the track.
Joe.
Was it Joe?
I'm pretty sure his name was Joe.
Joseph or something like
We'll
that?
find out.
We'll get that figured out, but I know he helped come in and help make that cushion track, give us
Yeah.
that little bit of the old school days, and I don't think there wasn't a grin in the place, I promise you. Everybody was jacked. All the bikes were hooked up and ready to go. Got second that night. Had a blast chasing Kirk Wellman. This race, it's September 10th, so we always try to think about what obviously comes the next day. So it's kind of like America's other night. It's a night that we all get to do something that, because of somebody fought for us and because of these sacrifices, this is our freedom.
For sure.
And this is also our passion though too. So like I get goosebumps thinking about this stuff from both sides. I'm excited to try to get that podium without hurting any of my friends and making it look awesome. And at the same time, I'm thankful for those men and women that have stood up for us and made those sacrifices.
For sure, yeah. So we're able to, go out and hoot and holler, and
Soar with them Eagles.
Go out and hoot with the Owls all night and soar with the Eagles in the morning. Just remember that, write that down. But no, speaking of just being out the racetrack and getting to that point, a lot of the friends and the riders and the families that we've run into, kind of along the way at multiple different venues and tracks and all that stuff.
Along the way,
states.
they haven't ran away.
They haven't ran away from us yet.
We haven't scared too many people off.
I tried to test them a little. I think the only one last, 2 weeks ago when we were up in Jordan, the only person I think that couldn't hang was Ryan Schmidt.
Ooh, that's right, buddy.
Pour one out for old Ryan Schmidt there.
Too much pizza at Clancy's? I'm not sure.
Something in that pizza,
Too much baseball?
Yeah. I don't know. Hey, and some of us just weren't cut out for life on the road, and sometimes you just got to pack it up and go home.
You could learn something from anyone.
Yeah, I tell you, I've been learning a lot.
Come check us out this Saturday night, September 10th, Sioux Valley Cycle Club. It's going to be the best four corners that you can find this side of the Mississippi, I promise you. And you can stand up on the hill and watch it with your can of beverage or water bottle, and bring your spouse, your friends, and it's going to be a beautiful night. The weather's supposed to turn before then, so we shouldn't be seeing no 95 degrees. That means the moisture will come up in the track, and we're going to be spinning hot laps.
The last hot days, you might as well get it in there. Get
See
that
you in the
laps
summer.
in.
Here comes fall.
Exactly, and it comes up so fast. But I just wanted to end this one with, Daniel, thank you, for being
Love you, brother.
the dragon, the road dog. You've helped me out in so many ways, and taking the kids and just making sure that I'm comfortable and that that we're not just wasting our time here.
That goes both ways, man. 'Cause
100%.
you put me back right on track too when I'm having my foggy days, and you line me up, and
Absolutely.
it's a dang team effort all the time.
Absolutely.
All the
And,
time.
Family effort too, we don't do this without
I
the
cannot
support
forget to
of all you
say our
guys.
wives.
Mrs.
Mrs. Gagnon, you are a soldier for real. 17 years in the military, senior master sergeant right now.
Ashley Geringer Murphy, listen, I thank you for letting me do hood rat things with my hood rat friends, and
We get him home safe every time.
Every time,
He's home.
60% of the time. But thank you to everybody that understands, that get it. Not everybody understands, throwing yourself over a motorcycle and going real fast and slamming that thing in the corner right next to
You
your
are literally
best
seeing
friend,
our hearts on our chest.
100%.
We race with our hearts in front of us. I promise you, these people, the men, the women, the kids that are doing this, they do not do this for the people in the stands. They do this because there's something inside of them.
100%.
That's something that they found and that they cannot stop chasing. I don't care what place I get, there's a smile on this face every time, and I'll throw a heel clicker out for Arlo every time if I can.
And hey, speaking of chasing, You're gonna have to chase us on the next video, the next installment.
Ooh, episode 2 coming at you soon.
Episode 2, Dead So Hard Garage, Dead So Hard Racing, whatever the hell we decide to come up with.
Social hour, whatever. We're going to do a 5-minute video. It turned into a little longer.
Well, you know, the people love it.
Yeah, we're going to try to go with it. So,
Thank you, Danny.
love you, man. You
Thank
guys have a
you.
great night. Love you guys.